15 foods you should not refrigerate. If you're feeling like your refrigerator is always overloaded with all the stuff, then it's time to clean out what's not supposed to be in there. That means everything. From leftover foods to fresh vegetables, everything often gets shoved into this appliance as if they were meant for long-term storage. We know, sometimes it seems pointless. No one wants an entire fridge full of old leftovers and wilted greens. But trust us, the more space we clear up in our refrigerators or freezers, the less likely we'll have food spoilage or a freezer door that won't close because too much weight is pressed against its hinges. And who knows, we may even find some new uses for those empty spaces on those shelves. Hey guys, we're coming to you with a brainstorming video that'll make you aware of all the food products that you shouldn't be keeping in your refrigerator. Welcome to our channel, Wellthy Mind, Body, and Soul. Get ready to explore some of the amazing and surprising facts about your body and get some healthy hacks to make your life easier and better. Watch and learn about these 15 foods that you should not keep in the refrigerator. Plus, get some healthy hacks for maintaining good health. It's never too late. Subscribe to the channel and watch the video till it ends because you won't want to miss anything that we have in store for our viewers. So here's the top 15 food products that you shouldn't be refrigerating. Number 15. Onions. The only reason why food is kept in the refrigerator is for maintaining the food's longevity. The refrigerator maintains the temperature which makes the food last longer. But what we do forget is that inside the refrigerator, it is too humid, which means that the humidity can make some of the food products moldy, such as onions. If kept inside the refrigerator for a longer period, they will develop moldiness very quickly. Number 14. Garlic. We are all aware of the fact that garlic is meant to be kept at a place that is cool. But what is forgotten is that it's also meant to be kept dry and in a well-ventilated place. Because the refrigerator contains a high amount of humidity, storing garlic inside the refrigerator is not a good idea at all. The best way to store garlic is to use a pair of nylon cloves and keep it in a basket in your cupboard. Number 13. Honey. Keeping honey in the refrigerator will not impact its taste or damage its shelf life, but it will surely affect the texture of the honey, making it more crystallized and clumpy. Honey is in its best form when kept at room temperature. If it's kept at a cold temperature, it can crystallize and seize up. Room temperature is ideal for honey to make it perfectly gooey and prevent the crystallization. Also, one more thing that you should keep in mind is that honey is meant to be stored in an airtight glass jar, which should always be kept away from heat and direct sunlight. Number 12. Cooking oil. Many people keep cooking oil in the refrigerator. This is a humble request, but please don't keep it in the freezer and then hustle to melt the oil. This is just wrong. Cooking oil is not meant to be refrigerated. It should be kept in an airtight glass jar that is dark in color. All you need to do is make sure that the cooking oil is at a proper temperature, which does not change too frequently, because this can turn the cooking oil rancid quickly. Number 11. Nuts. Many people keep nuts in their refrigerator, thinking that it'll prevent the natural oils in them from turning rancid, and we agree. But while doing this, what we forget is the nutty flavor present in the nuts. Nuts are meant to be crunchy, but when you keep it and then enclose it in a cool atmosphere, like a refrigerator, it hampers the nutty flavor and absorbs all the other odors which are lurking in your refrigerator. Hence, to avoid all these things, store nuts in an airtight container. You can also roast the nuts in a dry pan before using them to maintain their nuttiness. Number 10. Berries. No doubt we all love eating berries, especially when they're freshly bought from a local farm. Many times we keep the berries in the refrigerator to prevent them from spoiling, but it is advisable to munch on the berries as soon as you bring them back home to avoid sogginess and moldiness. Berries should not be kept in the refrigerator. They are meant to be kept at room temperature only. Number 9. Melons. Whenever you're confused about whether to keep a particular food product in the refrigerator or just directly on the counter, think of the time when you went to the store to buy it, because stores try their best to make sure that their products don't spoil. For melons, Until and unless you have not cut the melon, it is advisable to keep it on the counter at room temperature, because keeping it at room temperature will help it to maintain the number of antioxidants present in the food. Once you have cut the melon, you can keep it in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 days. Number 8. Potatoes. Cool temperatures are very harmful to potatoes, as it'll break down the starch present inside them and make them taste unpleasant, gritty, and sweet. Always store your potatoes in a place that is dry, cool, and dark enough not to spoil the texture and the taste of your potatoes. Number 7. Coffee. Several food products react with other food products present at the same time and absorb their odor. Coffee reacts with the humidity present inside the refrigerator, which causes a buildup of watery condensation, which destroys the flavor of the coffee. The best way to store coffee is to keep it in an airtight container away from humidity at room temperature. Number 6. Avocados. Avocados are best known for their creamy goodness, but keeping them in the refrigerator not just spoils their creaminess, but also makes them dry, which hampers their taste and texture. The best way to keep avocados is to keep them at room temperature and inside a dark place. Number 5. Apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but keeping them in the fridge won't work at all. Apples contain a high amount of antioxidants, and if they're kept in the refrigerator for a long time, it will hamper the amount of antioxidants and decrease the number of nutrients and vitamins that they hold. It's best to keep them at room temperature, in a dry place where there's no humidity. Number 4. Winter squashes. Winter squashes are common things found in every household. From spaghetti squash to butternut squash, there are many varieties available in the market. But many of us make the mistake of keeping all that squash in the refrigerator, which is wrong. Keeping squash in the refrigerator not just hampers its texture, but also erodes its nutritional value. Keeping it at room temperature is the best that you can do. Also, a surprising fact, squashes can last for about a month or longer if you keep it outside of the refrigerator. Number 3. Bread. Bread is supposed to be moist and soft while eating, but so many of us keep it in the refrigerator, wherein the cool temperature hampers the texture and sometimes the taste of the bread, which makes it hard and absorbing all the moisture, hence keeping it dry. You can freely keep the bread out of the refrigerator for 2 to 3 days. All you need to do is make sure that it's kept away from direct sunlight and kept in a dry place. Number 2. Fruit spread. Fruit spreads bought from the market contain a high amount of preservatives, hence, even after opening it, it is acceptable to keep them out of the refrigerator. Keeping them in the refrigerator can hamper the consistency, and the spreads may not taste as good as they did before. Number 1. Peanut butter. Yes, you heard it right. Peanut butter is not supposed to be kept in the refrigerator. Unlike other kinds of butter, it doesn't need that much care. All you need to do is to keep it in a cool and dry place that is kept dark. Since childhood, we've been told that refrigerators are used to preserve food, but that is only partially true. Refrigerating certain foods can actually change them in a bad way, hampering their flavor and reducing their nutritional quality. Or it can even accelerate the spoiling process, making things rancid. But these were just some of the food items that you should never keep in the refrigerator, and we bet that some of them would certainly be occupying some of that space in your refrigerator right now. After watching this video, all you need to do is go to your refrigerator and throw out all the things on the list and keep them as described in the video. Now, if you like the video and you want us to tell you more amazing things, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And yes, do press that bell icon to keep getting regular updates about our latest uploads. Till we meet again, stay healthy and keep on following us.